CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Alright guys, so first thing we're going to take a look at is the tech tree. So, OP, we have a pretty crazy season, and why is that?
Well, I mean, there are many choices to be made this season through multi-nodes, guys. Over, I would say, 50% of the tree is a choice node, meaning that, yeah, like you get to choose your own adventure, whether you want building health, building damage, troop health, troop damage, GBE, you choose. And it's going to be crazy out there because, as you can see as he's scrolling through the tree here, there are just tons and tons of boosts. Now, you might be asking, Chicken, how many boosts can we possibly have, Chicken?
Good question. We have OP's math calculations. Let's bring it up right here. Boom.
Oh, hey, that's me. Oh, yeah, that's me.
530% troop damage and troop health potentially. How insane is that?
We've never even had that on the main game before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's boosts we've never seen.
Yeah.
Boosts we've never seen. So
it's crazy. Yeah.
We got 530 and 530. Now these are maxes, so you're not going to have this loadout. This is if you went through on every single node and picked troop damage, you could have a maximum of 530%. Nobody would have this running stats, but to have that much to work with is crazy. So I mean, you can play it offensive, you can play it defensive. We got a little bit of GBE this season, which is nice. I mean, 160 is a lot, but compared to last season, it's nice to have that.
Well, it's not necessarily 160. You got to choose that to make it 160.
Right.
There are a couple standalone boosts, but yeah, if you don't choose the GBE, you aren't going to have that much.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing to me out of all these stats is 480% building damage seems like a lot. That seems like a ton. And I don't know how much troop health you're going to need to survive that, but I think this season's going to be, some of you might not like this, I think it's going to be a lot of changing, because I think it's going to be, it's going to be offensive and troop damage in the beginning, and then probably shift towards troop damage and building health, more so towards at the end. Let's kind of back it up here for a sec, OP, and let's just look at the starting day one, kind of, and we haven't even talked about it yet. That's so crazy the season. We got heavy choppers unlocked already, right out of the gates.
For free.
For free, yeah. We don't even have to pay for them. We don't have to go out of the way for them. We just have heavy choppers. Now, we got a lot of stuff around that. They immediately gave us boom cannons, and sniper towers, and an extra boom cannon. So, I don't know.
Bye-bye heavy choppers.
Yeah.
and bye-bye level 1 heavies. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I mean, if we're looking at this, what looks the best? The heavy choppers? Not really. The riflemen look way better, right?
Yeah, no, I would even vouch to say what's after 3 ER, the Warriors look way better.
Yeah, true, because what do we have in terms of splash damage?
Well, you get shock bomb to pin the doom cannon or rocket launchers right there. But with all that troop damage stacked or whatever you decide to choose, Warriors will be faster than rifle. Or is it a rifle Warrior split hit? Who knows? But I think those will be the fastest, and you got shock bomb to accommodate.
Oh my god, OP. There's no splash damage defenses until 4
Well, you have rocket launchers, which are splash, right?
Yeah, but Warriors at 3 ER. I mean, the 3 ER deck.
Sure.
We're running right under those, and we got shock bombs.
And you have even medics. Remember last season we had Kavan medic warrior meta? Like, we don't have Kavan, but we have shock warrior, and if you want to bring a couple medics with those warriors, if they get stung by a couple rocket,
because there's no mines either.
There's no mines.
There's nothing to stop ground troops.
Yeah, warrior, rifle, and then look, even Rudy's there too. Look at that. We got Rudy back this season.
I was also thinking maybe rush to Rudy, especially with his fix. We don't know how strong he is. Nobody's played him yet.
True.
But they fixed him so he doesn't go out of bounds anymore in his bombing run. So that's going to be more, connections. That's going to be stronger.
And on his seeker ability, he drops 4 now instead of 2.
Yeah, very true. So
two drops is 1 boat of seekers.
Yeah, it's crazy,
all those
guys.
people that love seekers.
Yeah, that could be interesting. And then you'll notice on a lot of these kind of long paths, guys, we have full stat nodes. We got the GBE here for 1 key. We do have to upgrade it after, but that's kind of interesting. More stats on stats on stats. So it was the same thing with the DVD. It was 1 key here. pretty well anything on a long run. This was one key. This one down here, that's one key. So all of those stat nodes that are at the end of a million stat nodes are going to be somewhat cheap. So
and don't forget, and don't forget at the very end of the tree, the last 3 major boost nodes are also one key. Go check that out real quick.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. One key, one key, one key. Wow,
Yeah,
that's nuts. And we don't have heavies. We got early heavy choppers. We got heavies at the very end.
oh yeah.
Bombers at the very end. Potential rocket chopper bullet pretty close to the end. So I don't know, OP. What do you think the meta is gonna kind of? I know it's impossible to say, but like, what do you think is gonna be strong? What are you leaning towards? Maybe on your day 1, moving towards day 2.
Well, because the boost, like now we know out of the gate, right, that like there's no splash other than the rocket launchers, and it's like we have shock bomb. That is huge, right? We can pin whatever we want down, and with all that possible troop damage, if you decide to go that route, it's just going to be mayhem. So like, I mean, where do we have mines at? Like where are the mines at? Are they anywhere?
Mines are
like,
pretty far.
We have laser. We have laser rangers too, guys. If you go back, we have heavy choppers, which stink. But like laser rangers with all that troop damage are gonna just eradicate these. So laser rangers could be something
rangers with
strong.
no mines. That's crazy.
Well, exactly. There's no mines, and and you have shock bomb at this point too. So you could shock rockets if they're pinning your. Like it's gonna be crazy with all that troop damage and all that good stuff. So I don't know. I can't foretell the whole future, but with all these different boosts, it could be anything at this point.
So now let's throw the decks up on the screen here, OP, and let's take a quick look. What do you think? We'll just start off here with 2ER. What do you think about these decks? Anything interesting? You see, a lot of them are kind of the same, eh? Like as we go through the later ones, it's basically the same deck and just kind of expanding a little bit.
Okay, so
sorry, I was kind of all over the place with that.
yeah, 2ER is cool. We've never had anything like that where, you have 2 different ramps, kind of, but it's one ramp with 2 drops. Like that's a first, so that's cool.
And when you think about it, I mean, with heavy choppers, if you're trying to split them up, they're going to be pretty weak right out of the gates, right? So I mean,
No, sure,
it might be a bit defensive.
Especially with the boom cannons and cannons, those are going to wreck the choppers. With no shock bomb, you're going to need rifles to kind of... Like, I don't even think heavy choppers are going to be a thing till later. Like, it's an unlock. Yes, it's free, but I think rifle and warrior are going to rule the roost here on the...
a lot faster options kind of right away, and there's a lot of boost to make them good, too. Because if you want to grab a couple troop healths, which I don't think you really need until, maybe 4ER... I don't think there's any need to get anything aside from troop damage right out of the gates. Right.
And we're forced to pick up rifles and warriors, so you have to use them. So, I mean, you don't have to, but they're going to be in your slots there. So it'll be interesting to see how far that they take us. But it's a crazy season. It's longer too. It looks like, folks, as well.
It's a 28-day season, right? We forgot to mention that.
Yeah,
it is
28. Oh, no, wait, is it 3 week or 4? It's a 3 week season. That's 21 days.
Oh, okay. We got 24 on the dev build, but I guess that makes sense because it goes by current time.
Yeah, so 3 week season.
Gotcha. Okay, thank God. Because if this was a 4 week season, we were getting caught up on these stat nodes, that might be a recipe for disaster. But
it's full of stats, guys. One other thing, too, is you guys can blame me for this season, kind of, because I proposed a season, one to have all multi-node choice nodes. So, like, if you would like to cast blame on how you hate the season, by all means, I'm ready for it. So
I told him not to do it. I said it's a bad idea. I'm just kidding.
I know you probably did, but like I said, I'm wondering because it's a lot. We've never had a season like this, so I proposed this before this season. So who knows? It maybe they use some of my idea, maybe, but have fun.
So you guys can blame OP for the season if you don't like it, and if the stats are incorrect, he also did those. So. Oh, I'm just kidding. But OP, thank you for coming on. That's about as in-depth, I think, as we can get on this. I mean, it's really... This one's up in the air. I mean, we've never seen something like this, so it's going to be interesting, to say the least, on how it plays out. But we'll be back tomorrow with some more videos, trying to break this down, going through your guys' comments and stuff. Make sure to leave your feedback, what you think down below. OP, thank you for coming on again. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. And we'll catch you next one. Good luck on season 66. Chicken in. Okay.